Bueno, yo quiero decirles que me siento feliz de compartir este nuevo proyecto de GL Smart. I am very, very happy to be in GL Smart Project. Ya de hecho he recibido ganancias, he estado de leyenda en plata y estoy en varias leyendas en diferentes tableros. I am very happy to be a legend on silver board, and already I am as a legend in many boards. Thank you very much. I am very, very happy to be part of this. Gracias, estoy muy feliz de ser parte de esto. Estoy en todos los tableros excepto oro y platino, que creo que todavía no se ha activado, pero les sugiero a todos ustedes que se unan. De verdad que vale la dicha participar de este proyecto tan hermoso. Gracias.
Phambili sithando zami mna ndisondeza nje ukuthi thathani i-GL Smart ngoba ngani uzokhona ukuthi ukwazi wena uzivulela indlela yokunikela ukuze unikelwe. Vula inhliziyo yakho wenze lokho okufundisiweyo. Ndikwazi ukwenza i-crypto blockchain, ndiyakwazi ukuthi xa ndiresivile ndinikezele omunye umuntu ukuze ndikwazi ukuthi ndireceive more. The more you give, the more you get. Isitsho kanjalo isilungu. Mna ndizithethela isintu sami ke bathandwa abathandekileyo. Ndicela ukuthi ndibonge amalungu nabalungiseleli nabasunguli be-GL Smart ngoba ngabo if bebengathandi bebengeke bangithathe nami njengoba ndindimnje. Bona abathathi umuntu ofundileyo kuphela, bathatha wonke umuntu ezilongo ekwazi ukumamela enze bamnikeze ithuba. Ndiyabonga. Nkosi ku-GL Smart.
Hello everybody, my name is Liz. I'm living in Alberton, South Africa. I'm a young 77. A lot of people around me, much younger than me, are able to keep me going with all the technology today. I'm just thinking about this new Smart GL. It is probably the finest thing I've yet come across. It's fast, it's supersonic, it's going to take the world by storm. I hope you're ready for this. It makes me think of a guy called Archimedes a few years ago when he was sitting in his bath, naked, and he came up with a solution, and he jumped out and he ran naked down the street shouting, "Eureka, Eureka!" And guess what? That's exactly what I'm saying about the Smart GL. So enjoy what you're going to hear tonight. This is going to change your life big time. So good luck and all the very best. And I hope to see you soon on one of my boards. Bye.
Hi everybody. I just want to say that it's several weeks ago I was given the opportunity of being a beta tester on the Gift of Legacy Smart platform, and it's been a remarkable experience. In the beginning, we assisted the developers to iron out all the little teething problems that popped up, and we had so much fun in doing so, and we really put the boards through their paces. Somebody helped me with some poly, helped me to get going. My son helped me get my beta wallet, my MetaMask wallet opened and linked up to the Gift of Legacy smart boards. And then we had so much fun. We really put the boards through their paces. I'd like to say that the gifting was so easy, and the receiving, I mean, it couldn't have been easier, because I'd like some of the mornings I'd wake up in the morning and I'd receive gifts overnight. It was an incredible experience. It's been such a pleasure, and I really, really love this new system. It really couldn't be easier. Gifting and receiving couldn't possibly be easier than this. This is surely the state of art in the gifting economy. So I'm very, very happy. I want to thank the team of developers for all the good work they've put in. As I say, the glitches that we found in the beginning were ironed out very, very quickly, very professionally. And what a remarkable experience, and what fun it's been. I can tell you, yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun with this platform. And having a wallet connected directly to the boards, really, it is so stress-free, so straightforward, and so quick. I had such fun. Thank you. Happy gifting and receiving to you all.
Hola, 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 muy buenas tardes, ¿qué tal? Espero se encuentren muy bien. Quiero enviar este testimonio, este video, ya que he venido recibiendo regalos de Ubuntu, cosa que me alegra demasiado y quería compartir con ustedes esta alegría. Fascinante, maravilloso, espectacular. Gracias a mi Dios que tenemos la oportunidad de tener este tipo de herramientas que nos ayudan mucho a mejorar nuestras vidas. Y también aprovecho porque es que hoy es mi cumpleaños y entonces pues ustedes entenderán que estoy recibiendo regalos de la manera más bonita y más agradecida del mundo. Gracias Dios mío, gracias por ser mi socio, mi amigo, por ser mi guía. Gracias Dios mío, no sé hasta cuándo seamos. Mientras yo respire seré socio mi Dios y el mío. Un abrazo con todos y con todas y quería compartir este momento tan bonito que estoy viviendo. Gracias, hasta luego.
Wow. What a unique way to be part of a gifting community in the modern era, on a platform that allows for so much versatility, speed, efficiency and control, and most important for me, safety. It's going to be a ride. Buckle up.
Hello everyone, I'm Nancy. As you all know, GL Smart's launching, and if you're like me who doesn't have a lot of time to be with a cell phone, this is ideal. You literally click, and you hear ka-ching. It's simple, it's easy, anybody can use it, young and old. Time saver, fast, plug and play and go. And then you wake up in a few days' time or even the next day and there's money in your account. Now, that's how I can work. So have a look, enjoy it, it's great fun, really it is. So you have a great day.
Hi, it's Elizabeth, and I'm so happy to be sharing with all you guys from Venezuela right now, and to share with you GL Smart. I mean, for me, there are no words. I love Gift of Legacy so much. I believe in what it means in sharing, in that circular way of giving and receiving, of gifting and receiving, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful adventure. And GL Smart just makes it easy, really easy, and I love that. I love that it's easy. I love that you just, with a click, you're already in. I'm on 9 boards, enjoying the ride, and can't wait for more and more to come. Hola, soy Eli Tepper desde Venezuela ahora y feliz de estar compartiendo GL Smart con todos. Los que me conocen saben que amo Gift of Legacy y esto es una oportunidad más de hacer las cosas tan fáciles y tan bellas. Así que wow, me encanta esto de estar regalando, de estar recibiendo, de estar contribuyendo con una realidad mejor y más grande. Así que no se lo pierdan, no se lo pierdan.
Hi everybody, my name is Sheldon Spear. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about GL Smart. Personally, as a young guy. I'm 21 years old. Crypto has always been something I've heard about forever, something I've wanted to get involved in for forever, but it's always a little too complicated. All of the tutorials and the people talking about it never really made enough sense for me to grasp it. The software was always a little too confusing. Couldn't wrap my head around it fully. But thanks to GL Smart, I don't have to worry about that anymore. GL Smart is one of the simplest, most basic softwares that I've ever seen, but it's so well laid out. It's so easy to understand. It almost feels like you're playing a little mobile game on your phone, but you're making money at the same time. It's an amazing, amazing creation, and I'm so grateful that I can be part of this journey. So have a good one and don't hold back.
Hi everybody, my name is Jade Pretorius, and as a student, I did not have time to manage my finances, but GL Smart has changed that for me. GL Smart is different, it is so easy to use, and it makes managing my finances a breeze. All you need to do is plug and play. So sign up for GL Smart today and take control of your finances without sacrificing study time.
Hi, I'm Katalin, I'm 20 years old and I'd like to share with you why I believe a blockchain-based gifting platform can be quite relevant for our generation. First of all, because we care, but we also want transparency. A gifting platform on Smart Chain means every act of support is visible and verifiable. There's no such thing as a middleman taking a cut. Everything is transparent, open and done in real time. Do you want to donate help or receive help? It's direct, safe and fair. However, help doesn't always mean money. On such a platform, gifting can mean time, advice, resources, ideas, and so on and so forth. Everything is recorded in a smart system that recognizes contributions, with no bureaucracy or favoritism. It's built around an idea, a real community in a digital space. This isn't a social network, rather it's a support network. Everyone on the platform is there to give and receive something real, and the blockchain simply makes everything safer, fairer and easier. You find meaning, not just functionality. This platform isn't just about a way to make money, but about having an impact, building trust between strangers and feeling like you're part of something bigger than yourself. You learn at no cost. Besides social involvement, you learn how a digital wallet works, what a smart contract is, and how trust flows in a decentralized economy. All of this just by participating, without needing to be a crypto expert. In conclusion, a gifting platform built on Smart Chain is a place where you can connect with other young people who want to change the world through simple actions but real impact. We're not just watching things happen, we're building together.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday evening Gift of Legacy presentation. I'm so excited to see lots of new faces on the Zoom tonight. Welcome to each one of you. Please just excuse me for a moment. I just want to make some of our co-hosts so that they can assist during this presentation. So just give me a moment while I do that. If you would like to, in the chat, in the meantime, let us know where you are dialing in from. We would love to welcome you. So my name is Adele Spear. Yes, that was my son speaking on the video. My father was also in the very first video. So it's very much a family affair, and you would only expect that in a community. There was another mother and daughter team in that presentation as well, in the testimonials. We're a community, and we are thrilled that you are here with us so that you can learn more about this beautiful community. So Elizabeth and Bev and Ike, I am making you my co-hosts. Thank you all for being here. Can I please ask that one of you request captions so that we can make the captions available to people who are not English speaking? I am very passionate about Gift of Legacy, and when I get passionate, I speak quickly, but tonight I am going to channel my inner therapist. I am an occupational therapist by profession. I work with children who have learning and physical disabilities, and what I am going to try and do tonight is to express my passion, but to speak slowly so that the captions will assist you in being able to follow the presentation. Tonight, we are going to share a presentation about the Gift of Legacy community. The people in those testimonials were talking about the new development in Gift of Legacy. There is a new development called Gift of Legacy Smart. This presentation will explain both parts of Gift of Legacy. A community has many facets. A community has different aspects. A community has got different things that appeal to different people. In those testimonials, you heard from some of our more mature participants, those who have got lots of life experience behind them. You have heard from people who are in the working community. And then, yes, you've heard from students, young people who are attracted by the technology and the ease of a crypto-based gifting platform. So I would like you to think outside of the box tonight. Don't just think of your reality. Think of the people in your community who might be attracted to different aspects of the Gift of Legacy community, and invite them to watch this recording, and maybe share with them the PDF presentation, which is available on our Telegram groups, where you can show them the specific part of Gift of Legacy that they're interested in. Let us broaden our horizons and reach out to different people in our community. So I'm going to switch my camera off. I present off of my cell phone, not off of a laptop. I am a busy working professional and I'm always on my phone. So everything about Gift of Legacy is on my phone. And I also have a very old laptop, and my phone is a lot more accessible to me. So I'm presenting off my phone at the moment, just to show you that anybody can express and explain Gift of Legacy anywhere with any device. It's this easy. You just need the passion and you need the knowledge and understanding. And if you can't present, invite people to watch a recording or a presentation. So I'm just switching off my video and I am going to share the presentation with you, and we are going to go through it, and we will stop at the end of the first part, ask questions, and then we will continue on the next part. It's pulling up, just give me a moment. Hold on. Lots happens in between preparing. There we go. Found it, here we go. So sit back, relax, and let's learn more about Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity that was created and launched on the 10th of January 2022. Gift of Legacy has always been by invitation only. It is a peer-to-peer gifting activity, and now we have added to that Gift of Legacy Smart. I just want to go through a very quick disclaimer. This presentation is for information sharing only and is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither myself nor Gift of Legacy or any other presenter are registered financial or tax advisors. The information given is only intended to give examples of what you as a participant may expect. So what is a gifting community? Well, I would like to suggest that you go and do a little bit of research about the term sacred economics. Sacred economics, or gifting communities as they are more commonly known, trace back to the 1960s in the modern era. But they have been around and off the mainstream for decades, and they are 100% legal. It is a form of crowdfunding. In South Africa, we are familiar with the term stokvel, and we are familiar with birthday clubs. We are familiar with people crowdfunding for a charity or organization. In Africa, and especially in South Africa, where Gift of Legacy was birthed, we subscribe and uphold the principle of Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a term that the people in South Africa and Africa hold dear. It means that communities work together. It is all about the culture of I am because you are. And there is nobody better to explain Ubuntu than my co-host, Ike. Ike, would you like to just briefly explain what Ubuntu means to you?
Yeah, Adele, good evening. Thanks for the
Good evening.
opportunity.
Thanks.
Ubuntu means a group of people doing things together, working together, joining hands together for whatever project. It's a very loaded term in South Africa and throughout Africa. It means working together. It means I am because of you. I am because you are. It's a very, very loaded term. So everyone that talks about Ubuntu can feel that the richness of the term. I am because you are. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you so much, Ike. Absolutely. It's all about community here. Gifting communities are also known as circular economies, meaning that everybody gets a turn to receive. The collective work together so that everybody has a turn to receive. Now, Gift of Legacy, as I mentioned, is a global gifting activity, and our community extends over most countries. Since Gift of Legacy launched in 2022, we have been uplifting communities, creating abundance, but also self-development. Now, Bev, who's in Venezuela, is one of the best examples of this. Beverly has learned to overcome her fear and her knowledge, her lack of knowledge about technology and cryptocurrency and all things modern, simply by being part of Gift of Legacy. Bev, how much have you learned being part of Gift of Legacy?
Well, first of all, my darling Adele, I thank you for this opportunity, but Beverly is from Panama, Republic of Panama.
Oh, I'm so sorry. From Panama.
It's okay. We're very close. We're very close to each other. The thing that I have gotten out of learning what GL Smart is all about is to be able to understand that technology is the way of life. And there's no, if you fight it, you're going to lose. I decided I'm not going to fight. I love to gift. I love gifting. And I have decided that to be able to do what I love, I have got to learn to do what is needed. It's not been easy, but it has been a lot of fun having people like you and Hercules and Valissa and everyone just helping me out. Even Queen S has helped me out to be able to practice and do what I have to do. I love you, Adele. I love gifting. Thank you.
I love you too, Bev, and I'm so sorry. I do know you live in Panama, and I just forgot there for a moment. Bev, you've certainly learned to move with the times, and Gift of Legacy is all about moving with the times and keeping up with modern technology. So when Gift of Legacy launched in 2022, giftoflegacyglobal.com is the website. That is the website that people were able to log into. To be able to log in, you need to join with a special invitation link that you get from your inviter. You cannot join without an invitation link. You will then register and verify your email. That's very important. And then you open up your website, you log in, you will peek and you join a board. And these are the 6 boards that open up when you open up your website. There is the coal board, which is a $25 gift value board, and the bronze board, a $100 gift value board. Those 2 boards are placed together on the website because those are the 2 starter boards. Those are the 2 places that you can start your journey on in Gift of Legacy. Then there is the Ohana board, which is a $50 board, The silver board is the $400 board, gold is the $1,600 board, and platinum is the $5,000 board. It is the last board on the Gift of Legacy system. Users must invite 2 people to be able to progress beyond the bronze board. So anybody can join either on a coal or a bronze board, but when you have received your final gift as a legend on bronze, if you do not have 2 invitees, you cannot progress any further in the Gift of Legacy community. So what I'm going to do now is explain a bronze board to you. When you understand how one board functions, you will understand how all the boards function in Gift of Legacy. So on a bronze board, you will land as a gifter on one of the gifter positions. You will contact the legend, the person in the middle, because you build a legacy by becoming a legend. You will gift the legend, and the legend will receive 8 gifts. When they have received all 8 gifts, they will exit this board. They will move on in their journey, and this board will split into 2. So let's look a little bit closer at your journey through a bronze board. Let's focus on you as a yellow dot or yellow circle, simply because when you log in, your username is written in yellow where everybody else is in white script. You land as a gifter, you click on the username of the legend, their personal information will pop up on the screen. You contact them and you will say, hey, Elizabeth, I'm Adele, I'm in South Africa, I need to send you a gift. How can I send you a gift? It's a peer-to-peer gifting community. Elizabeth will send me a gifting method that she would like to receive gifts in, and I will send her the gift. She will confirm me on the board simply by clicking on my name and ticking the box that says confirm. Now, because we're across the world, Elizabeth is in Venezuela, Bev is in Panama, and Ike and I are in South Africa, the easiest way to send gifts is to use cryptocurrency. It's a safe method, a digital way of sending funds safely and securely across the world. So I will gift Elizabeth, she will confirm me, and then other gifters are going to land on the board. As they land on the board, we recommend that the legend uses their first 4 gifts, the first $400 that they receive, and they fast track. They go ahead and join the next board, which is the silver board, because then you know you're already using your gifts correctly. The other 4 gifters will land on the board. The legend will have received $800 in total, and the legend exits the board. A guide has now become legend on their own board, and you move up into the builder position. So you were a gifter and now you're a builder. This is the perfect opportunity for you to invite your 2 friends to join you on this journey. You can invite them from the builder position, but I must say that guides and legends are also able to invite people to the bronze and to the coal boards. So anybody on a board can invite somebody. Even if you're on a gold board, when you invite someone and share your invitation link, they will choose where they will start their journey, on coal or bronze, but they will be linked to your username. So your 2 friends join the board, other gifters start landing on the board, and the legend will receive all 8 gifts. The legend receives 800 gifts. The legend leaves this board, and this board splits into 2. You now have moved into a guide position. As a guide, it is your responsibility to assist your builders to invite their invitees. And look at that. You have invited 2 people, A and B, and they have invited C and D and E and F. So now your team is starting to grow 2 by 2 by 2. And that is how boards move. This is how you develop a lineage. And this is how we recommend that you function with your team in Gift of Legacy. But other people will invite, legends will invite, guides will invite, and you are welcome to invite more than 2 people. Now, when one hemisphere fills up, like this left hemisphere has filled up with gifters, you, the guide, will split off and become legend on your own board. So the board will split when one side has got 4 gifters. And if this original board has not been completed by the time you have finished a board as a legend, you will come back here on your perpetual cycle. So now, congratulations, you are a legend on your board, and you now have the wonderful opportunity of receiving gifts from 8 gifters. They will contact you. They send you an unconditional, non-returnable gift, and you will have received $800 in total, but only $300 is yours to keep. So your board will split. And now you need to join you've already joined your silver board. You need to join your perpetual bronze cycle. It is very important that you join the perpetual cycle. So you ride the board again. Now, this is your original board where you were guide on the left-hand side. When you join your perpetual bronze, if this board has not been closed, you will come back as a gift on this board to help to close this board. This is a principle called ohana. Now, ohana is a Hawaiian word and it means family. Now, Elizabeth, we've spoken about Ubuntu, and now we're talking about ohana and the principle of family, which ohana means coming back to help close boards. What does the word ohana mean to you in terms of Gift of Legacy?
What a beautiful question. Thank you. Thank you, Adele. When I think of ohana, I think of that. I think that we are all united. I think what comes to me is that once you jump into this adventure, it's the adventure of being able to give and to receive. And it's just this flow of giving and receiving, of being in community, of being in this beautiful opportunity. For me, this is an opportunity to really see how things can flow in our world. So yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you. I love it.
Thank you for your input, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. So now you have come back and joined your perpetual cycle. Let's just recap. You finished your bronze board. You as a legend have received $800. You used your first 4 gifts to join silver. You have kept 1 gift, your last gift, to join the perpetual bronze cycle, and you get to keep $300. So let's break it down. You know how one board functions. You know that a legend leaves the board and the board splits in half. You know that you need to join your perpetual cycle. Let's explain the boards. The very first board is the $25 coal board. It is one of the 2 starter boards. A legend will receive 8 gifts of $25, which is $200. You use the first 4 gifts, which is $100 to join bronze, and keep $25 to join the perpetual cycle of coal. This is exactly why the coal board was created. Some people could not afford to join Gift of Legacy on the $100 bronze board. And so coal was created after Gift of Legacy had already started to allow people more affordability to join a board that would create the $100 to start their journey on bronze. So on your first round on coal, you keep $75 because you need to join bronze and the perpetual coal. But on your perpetual cycle, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th time that you ride a coal board, you keep $175 because you are already then on your bronze board. We've explained bronze in detail now. The legend receives $800. You use $400 to join silver, $100 to join the perpetual bronze, which means you keep $300. But on your perpetual cycle, you are already on silver, so you only hold one gift back, and that means you keep $700. Then we have the silver board. On silver, a legend will receive 8 gifts of $400, which is $3,200. You need to use 4 gifts, $1,600, to join gold and $400 for the perpetual silver cycle. You will keep on your first round $1,200, and on your perpetual cycle, you will keep $2,800. So $2,800 on your perpetual cycle. Now we have gold. Gold, a legend will receive 8 gifts of $1,600, which is $12,800. You join the higher board, so you join platinum with $5,000, and you join the perpetual gold board for $1,600 gift as well. So on your first round, you will keep $6,200, and on your perpetual cycle, you keep $11,200. Now, the reason bronze, silver, and gold have Ferris wheels next to them is Gift of Legacy has always been compared to a theme park. The train goes round and round the theme park. The Ferris wheels go round and round. That symbolizes the perpetual journey. You need to be on the perpetual journey of all the boards. The platinum board is the ultimate board. It is a $5,000 board. So legends receive $40,000 from the 8 gifters. There is no higher board. So for both your first cycle and your perpetual cycle, you only hold back $5,000, which means you keep $35,000. Now there is a 6th board, and I haven't forgotten about it. Ohana. Ohana means family. And Ohana is a board that was created in 2024 for the family to look after the community, for the family to look after the Gift of Legacy system. It's a little bit different here. It is a $50 board, and you as a legend will only receive 7 gifts. Why is that? Because there's always on your board, in the gifter 1 position, an Ohana profile. When the Ohana profile gets to legend, just like you and I get to legend, when the Ohana profile gets to legend, the gifts that it receives are redirected to GGM. GGM is the Gracious Givers Movement. It is the non-profit organization that is overseen by the custodians. And this is how the custodians ensure that Gift of Legacy is maintained, developed, improved, and that the daily running costs are paid. We do not pay anything to participate in Gift of Legacy. We simply use an invitation link, register, confirm and verify our email, and gift the legend. We never contribute towards the upkeep of Gift of Legacy, and that is why we have an Ohana board. When you complete your board as a legend, the system automatically joins you to the perpetual cycle, where you need to gift $50 to the legend. So you will always keep $300 of the $350 that you receive on an Ohana board. And we request everybody in Gift of Legacy to join the Ohana boards, because that is how we keep this system going. Now, I'm going to stop at this point. I'm not going to stop sharing my screen so that we are ready for the next part. But Elizabeth, can you see if there's any questions in the chat? Read them out if they are, please, so that we can answer them.
Sorry, nothing, no
Nothing.
questions. Just a comment from me, saying that I love the table. I love the table where everything is summarized. I think it's a great way of seeing it. Yeah. So, and Martika said, of course, that Ohana also means that nobody's left behind, no? Which is
No.
also beautiful. No questions, no other comments.
Awesome. Ike, I'd like to bring you in here, and Bev as well, and Elizabeth, please jump in as well. But isn't it incredible that in Gift of Legacy, a community that is based on the principle of Ubuntu, that our two keywords are from two different worlds apart, from Africa and from Hawaii, and we have Ubuntu and we have Ohana, and the words mean the same thing: community. And we're not a platform, we're not a business, we're not a company, we're a gifting community. And that's why I think the two words go hand in hand. Don't you agree?
I certainly agree, Adele. So those two words have always, ever since I joined Gift of Legacy, when I hear them, the love that I have for giving to other people, I love to give to other people. It makes my heart just say to me, you are doing the right thing because you are part of the whole, the entire, everyone on this planet is part of one, is recognized that we all have to breathe the same air, we have the same red blood, we may have different color skin, but we all have a heart. And that heart within me always feels so wonderful when I see Ohana and Ubuntu, of which I really, am so grateful. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you, Bev. Ike, the two words are so different and yet they're exactly the same, right?
They are indeed, Adele. Yeah, they're just such powerful words, and I am actually honored to actually be part of a community like this, where we think about other people, we think about the community. So to me, it's something that each one of us has to strive for, to actually think about that I cannot be successful alone. I have to take other people with. I should not actually leave anyone behind. And we have leaders and custodians who have actually demonstrated that, who have actually embraced us for this more than 3 years on this platform. And they have demonstrated that the sacrifices that have been made by you and other people who are surrounding us, we can feel the energy, we can feel the love. And those two words have been dramatized right in front of our eyes. So we feel that energy, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. We go out to the world, we know what we have in our hands, and we want to actually embrace people to see the bigger picture of what we actually have in our hands. So I'm so grateful that I am surrounded by people who have demonstrated the truth about those two words, about those two powerful words. They are so meaningful to me. Every time I go around, I think about Ubuntu, I think about Ohana. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you, Ike. Elizabeth?
Yeah, I was just thinking a bit of what I said before, and just thinking that there's so many things around the world and so many communities around the world that have proven that this is the best way to live thinking not only about ourselves, but of everybody, or recognizing that we are a part of the whole. Because I think that's one of our greatest problems right now, is that we believe that we are separated and we tend to work towards our own benefit, forgetting that we can also do this for the benefit of the whole. And I think that Ohana and Ubuntu both, somehow bring this forward. So that, that's what I'm getting right now. Thank you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Well, if you look at the screen now, Gift of Legacy is one community that now has two gifting experiences. We've spoken about the theme park. We've just traveled through that journey of the coal, bronze, Ohana, silver, gold, and platinum boards. But now we have Gift of Legacy Smart, a new gifting experience in the Gift of Legacy community. So what is Gift of Legacy Smart? You will see when I put my screen on that I've got this picture behind me. Gift of Legacy Smart is an extension of Gift of Legacy. Gift of Legacy and GL Smart function independently from each other. Gift of Legacy is a website-based system, and GL Smart is a gifting activity using a smart contract on the blockchain. Those two entities cannot connect. So they are separate, but they still fall under the umbrella of the Gift of Legacy gifting community. GL Smart offers participants the opportunity to participate in a gifting community using a smart contract on the blockchain. Now, to participate, you need to download a MetaMask or a Trust wallet. Those are the only two wallets that are compatible with Gift of Legacy Smart, and you need to load your wallet with Polygon. Polygon is the cryptocurrency that we are using in GL Smart. And once you have your wallet ready, you will get this link from the Telegram group. Maybe I can ask Elizabeth if she can share the GL Smart Telegram group in the chat, please, Elizabeth. You will use the link that is available in the Telegram group, giftoflegacysmart.com. You copy it, you paste it in the browser of your MetaMask or Trust wallet, and then you will connect with Gift of Legacy Smart, GL Smart. This is what you see. The dashboard looks different to the GL dashboard. The dashboard is on your left-hand side there. There are 4 gifting tiers which allow users the freedom of choice. So we have the starter boards, the GL Classics, speed boards, and the Ubuntu boards. Now, a tier means a category. Each tier has got 4 different boards, and I am going to explain them all to you shortly. Users may join as many active boards as they choose. So in each tier, 4 different boards, but there are multiple active boards on each board, and you can join as many of them as you want. Boards on different tiers may be joined in any order. So in GL, in Gift of Legacy, you have to progress from the starter boards right up to platinum. But in GL Smart, you can join wherever you want. The lowest value board is the Polina board. Polina is a 15 poly board. It is always less than $4, and it is the first of our 4 starter boards. Gifts are sent and received directly from one crypto wallet to another crypto wallet. Again, it's peer-to-peer gifting. There's no middleman. There's no central bank account. Your wallet connects with the Legends wallet. You send the gift. You need to approve the gifting transaction before you are placed on a board. And that's very different to Gift of Legacy. In Gift of Legacy, you join a board, contact the legend, gift them, and you get confirmed. Not in GL Smart. In GL Smart, you join a board, send the gift, confirm the gift through your wallet, and once your wallet has sent the gift to somebody else's wallet, you then appear on the board, which you can see an example of a board on the right-hand side of the screen. And in GL Smart, it is slightly different, but similar. to GL, you will fill up the gifter positions from gifter 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the top of the board, as you can see it there, and then gifters 5, 6, 7, and 8 fill up. The gifting positions always fill up from 1 to 8. You do not land where there is a board where there is lineage. You do not land next to your friend. You fill up the next available gifting position. So that's something new and different to get used to. So let's look at the 4 different tiers in GL Smart. We have the starter boards. So we have our first board, the Polina board, 15 poly board. We have an Hui board, which is 50 poly. Ohio is 100 poly, and Ohana is 200 poly. So those are all Hawaiian words. We love Hawaii. You know why? Because one of our custodians has always said she would love to have a GL island where we could all just live there and gift each other, because this is a very different reality to the reality we live in. And who doesn't love the idea of an island holiday, right? So the starter boards all have Hawaiian words. And yes, Ohana is there. It is a nostalgic connection to GL because that word Ohana is so special in our community. But these are 4 starter boards. There's not 2 starter boards. There are 4. And Ohana is different. In GL Smart, here you will receive 8 gifts. It is a board just like any other board. It functions exactly the same as Polina, Hui, and Ohio. It was just named Ohana because we love it so much. It's also the springboard to the other tier. The next tier is the GL Classics. Again, a nostalgic connection back to our roots in Gift of Legacy, where the boards are named the same, but this is totally separate. This is not connected to your GL at all. Remember, the website and the smart contract can never connect. So this is a nostalgic throwback to our roots. We have the bronze board at 450 poly board. Silver is a 2000 poly board. Gold a 7,000 poly board. And platinum a 22,000 poly board. Then there's the speed boards, and the speed boards actually came about because people in the community suggested a board like this, and it's slightly different to the boards we know. I'll explain now why. But we have a speed 100, a speed 200 poly, there's a 800 poly speed 3, and the 3,200 poly speed 4 board. And of course, we had to have an Ubuntu tier. Ubuntu, I am because you are. The first board is the 200 poly board. There's a 1,000 poly board, a 5,000 poly board, and a 25,000 poly board. Now, as you look at the 4 tiers and the 4 different boards, each one of those boards, you can join multiple boards. So I think at the moment on Polina, we're on about 850 active boards. You can join all of them if you want. You can join 10. You don't have to start on Polina. You could start on Ubuntu 25,000. You've always wanted to join Platinum? Go ahead, start on Platinum. You like the idea of Ubuntu, but you want to start on the 1,000 poly board? Not a problem. You can join wherever you would like to join in GL Smart. The starter boards currently fill up from the oldest board first. That means the board that has been waiting the longest for the legend to receive, that is the oldest board. And when anybody joins a board, they will go to the oldest board. That board will close, split into 2, and then 2 new boards are created. And then we have another board moves into the oldest board position. The GL Classics, this is where we have that nostalgic connection to GL. You are allowed to follow another wallet on the GL Classics tier. We have implemented an admin-run open lineage called the Smart Chain Open Lineage. It is a community lineage where anybody who's participating in GL Smart can participate. This allows you to be part of a big lineage. Sure, you can create your own lineage. And if you don't want to follow a wallet, not a problem. You can still join the classics. You will simply land on the oldest board. So both the follow option and oldest boards are supported on the GL Classics tier. The speed boards are very different. They only have a legend, 2 guides, and 4 gifters. There are no builders, and the legend receives 4 gifts. These boards are for fast-paced rewards, and again, oldest boards fill up first. Ubuntu means I am because you are. It means family, community, it means we share. When you are a builder, a guide, or a legend on an Ubuntu board, you will share the gift when it lands on the board, when a gifter joins. Every gift is shared by the legend, who gets 30% of the gift, guides get 10% of every gift, and builders get 12.5% of every gift. Builders will receive their joining gift back by the time all 8 gifters have joined the board, and they will still receive gifts as a guide and as a legend. The oldest boards fill up first. So Ubuntu is very special because now we have the legend, the 2 guides, and the 4 gifters all receiving. We have 7 people receiving gifts every time one gifter lands on the board. Isn't that exactly what Ubuntu means? I am because you are. So let's quickly sum this up. There are some differences and similarities between Gift of Legacy and GL Smart. Gift of Legacy is website based. It's a website. GL Smart is on the blockchain. It is a smart contract on the blockchain. Gift of Legacy, you need an invitation link to join. In GL Smart, no invitation link is required. In Gift of Legacy, you need to register and log in on www.giftoflegacyglobal.com to see the dashboard. In GL Smart, you connect MetaMask or Trust Wallet with the link giftoflegacysmart.com. That's how you access GL Smart. In Gift of Legacy, there are 6 boards that you can join. In GL Smart, you've got 4 gifting tiers with 4 boards, which means there are 16 boards that you can join, and you can join all of them multiple times. So you can join as many boards as you want. In GL, boards must be joined sequentially. In GL Smart, you can join boards in any order. In GL, the perpetual cycle is essential on all boards. In GL Smart, there is no perpetual cycle. When you finish a board, it's done. You get one more active board to join. But the GL Smart community have created a culture that when we complete a board as a legend, we join again because it's so much fun and people join the board one more time or several times. In Gift of Legacy, a user may only join the 6 boards, one at a time with each profile, and you need to join in sequence. In GL Smart, a user may join multiple active boards on any tier with one wallet and in any order. In Gift of Legacy, the board will split when there are 4 gifters on one hemisphere, except the Ohana board, which does split when there are 8 gifters. In GL Smart, the board will only split when all 8 gifters have joined or on a speed board when all 4 gifters have joined. In Gift of Legacy, users follow their inviter. You only land on an oldest board in Gift of Legacy if there's no one else in your lineage for you to follow. In GL Smart, we fill up the oldest boards first for the starter, speed, and Ubuntu boards. And on the GL Classics tier, you can follow another wallet. The oldest boards are supported if you are not following a wallet. So if you decide you don't want to follow another wallet, you will simply land on the oldest board. In Gift of Legacy, gifters follow their inviters on all boards or someone in their lineage. In GL Smart, gifter positions fill up from 1 to 8 on the boards. You do not follow the wallet you are following. If you are following someone, you land on the board where they are, but not necessarily next to them or near to them. You will fill up the gifter positions according to which gifter position is available. Remember, the gifter positions fill up from 1 to 8. Some similarities between Gift of Legacy and GL Smart. They're part of the same big gifting community. It's peer-to-peer gifting. It's all about community, Ohana, and Ubuntu. They are both systems that have been created to break the shackles of poverty and to allow people across the world to ride the boards and to create their legacy. So thank you for joining us. If you would like to know more, please contact the person who invited you to this presentation. Join us in one of the 2 gifting experiences in Gift of Legacy and come create your legacy with us. Thank you, everybody. Right, now we have got time to answer questions. Maybe some feedback from the co-hosts first. Bev, some feedback from your side?
It is wonderful. It is super wonderful just to sit and listen to how wonderful it is when we come together to share with each other all over the world. And to have someone who has got that kind of knowledge to create and make things happen. Because as long as you have the guidelines to make things happen, no one is supposed to be lost. But even if you're lost, there's Adele that answers all the questions. I just love to look at your things on Telegram and see some questions that are asked, and I'm like, but that was answered before, but you still answer it again. This is community.
Yeah.
This is community, and humanity needs to live in community. But we have got to have the heart. We've got to let go of those traditions that we were raised in, but to know that everything can be learned, because I am an example of that. Adele, you're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I love it. I'll join again.
You're such an example to us. Thank you, Bev. Elizabeth?
Thank you, Adele. I was just thinking how much I love the Ubuntu boards on GL Smart. I said, when you talk about them, they just, make my heart beat. I love them. I just think it's so great that you start receiving as soon as you are in a builder position, and it's just beautiful. And I so enjoy the GL Smart because it's completely transparent. There's no hassle. I mean, once you get the knack of going into your crypto, buying your poly, and then just going in and going into GL Smart, it's so beautiful because it just happens. Things happen. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. It just happens. And as one of the one of the videos at the beginning it's this cha-ching. No, Nancy was saying cha-ching. You hear this little bell whenever somebody, it doesn't have to be you, but anybody in GL Smart receives a gift, it sounds cha-ching. So it's beautiful. There is a question, and I don't know if it's time, if this is the moment to answer
Let's just let Ike speak, and then we'll come to the questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, great. No problem.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Yeah, I totally agree. I love the Ubuntu board. I actually joined an Ubuntu board this morning. And the biggest thrill for me is my father was the legend. I know his nickname. So he received, 3 of my friends were the builders. They received, I think I know who the guides are, I'm not sure. But I got such a thrill to know that I was just spreading the love out there to all of them this morning. It was wonderful. But as much as I love GL Smart, and I love it so much, I love Gift of Legacy, because Gift of Legacy is that peer-to-peer gifting, and that's where we interact with people. That's where I've met all of you. That's how we've become friends across the seas. I love Gift of Legacy. My favorite board in Gift of Legacy is a no-brainer. It's the Ohana board, because it embraces that principle of community, and I love that we can participate in both. Ike?
Yeah, Adele, I like that the distinction or the comparison of the two. It just accommodates all of us in the world, and we don't have any reason to hold back. We can share this with young people who know more than us in terms of technology, and I think that we should not actually drop the ball. We must just continue to share, and they will actually see the bigger picture as we go on. So I'm quite happy about those two experiences. And even among our team, there's still resistance to because it's older people, resistance to the GL Smart. But I know that with time, they will get into it and all that. So I'm quite excited about those two platforms. So thanks, Adele.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ike. Thank you so much. Elizabeth, Matika had her hand up. Can we let Matika ask a question, and then we'll go to the questions in the chat?
Hi.
Hi,
Thank
Matika.
you. How I am so glad to tell you, all here and all the community, that I love so much GL of Legacy. I love it so much that I just put the name to my new farm. The name is Ubuntu's Farm here in the community where I'm living, and that means that for me is the best thing it could happen in my life. So I love what I just said, that I can't believe people still don't see what GL Smart is, but sure, I'm very sure that they're gonna see it at any moment when the people decide to join it. That how I couldn't see what is this before, but every time it's good to join GL Smart. So I hope people can see it soon.
Thank you, Matika. Absolutely. Wow. To name your farm Ubuntu, that's very special. And I'm sure it'll be a place where the community will gather and many people will be blessed. That's very special. Okay, Elizabeth, what are the questions in the chat? Are you muted?
There you go. Sorry. Yeah, there's one question from Monel. And it says, why are the Gift of Legacy tables so slow? I wonder.
Okay, so Manel, I assume you're talking about Gift of Legacy, the traditional, the website, so you can clarify while I'm answering. But in Gift of Legacy and GL Smart, the boards only move when gifters join the boards. So if your boards are moving slowly, your team are not inviting, the people on your board aren't inviting, good thing to do is to reach out to the people on the board if you know them. If you don't know them, send them a message, use the board chat. Boards move when gifters join. And I know that in Gift of Legacy, on some boards, there are empty spaces. We are aware and we know the custodians have told us that there was an error, a huge error, trying to run compression, and they're trying to resolve that error. And as soon as it is possible, compression will happen. But here's the thing. If you've got empty holes on your Gift of Legacy board, if you don't have builders, you don't have gifters, you don't have guides and you don't have builders, when a gifter lands on the board and they're confirmed, they trickle up. They will move into the empty spaces, which actually benefits them. So the system is running fine. The gifters are not joining the boards, and we need gifters to join the boards. People move the boards. The system does not move the boards. And there are many people whose boards are moving beautifully. I'm part of a team, and with the strategy that we have, our boards are moving smoothly. So maybe you just need to look at your team and how people are joining boards. Do we know if we are referring to GL or GL Smart? Has Manel said any more? No. No, but yeah, GL or GL Smart, boards move when gifters join. So get people to join the board, share it. And the best way to share GL is to share the official Gift of Legacy YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel has got Gift of Legacy information, it's got GL Smart information, and it's got translations of GL Smart in certain languages. We also have an official worldwide languages GL YouTube channel. So there are 2 YouTube channels that you can go and find information on, and Telegram groups that you can join. So educate, encourage, motivate, and move the boards. That would be my answer. Any other questions from anybody? Questions, comments?
Nothing.
Everybody happy? Good timing. Good timing, 9:10. Well, thank you everybody for being here. Please share this recording with your communities.
Hi, Adele.
Oh, there's
Good evening.
Gina, how are you, Gina?
I'm okay, thank you. And thank you for the presentation. I'm working to get in the Smart, GL Smart, but still working on the Gift of Legacy. What I would like to know is when is compression will happen, please. Because
I just answered you. We do not know. The custodians are working on it with the developer. There was a big error. You see, when Gift of Legacy was launched, it wasn't launched fully functional. We've always known it. This was an aeroplane that got going and things happened while it's been flying. And I think it got to the point now that when we tried to run compression, the system needed some care and attention. I am not a technical person, so I don't understand. But what we have been told is they will advise us as soon as it does happen. In the meantime, when a gifter lands on a board and they are confirmed, they trickle up. So it actually benefits them. And many teams are using that. So that's great. We move up, but I can't answer when compression is going to happen. Watch the boards, watch the groups. We'll get informed as soon as the custodians know, or they will tell us on a Zoom call. So we're all waiting, but the system is running fine. The system operates fine. Is that okay, Gina?
It's okay, thank you.
Thanks. Elizabeth?
And yeah, Monel just answered. She's talking about GL Smart. And she says, oh, I'm not sure it's a she or a he, but sorry about that. But to say that when I invite new people, they join other boards and I can't find them. And I just wrote, you don't need to know where your invitees are, because that's the truth. That's the beauty about GL Smart. We really don't need to know where anybody is, because it still works, and it works beautifully.
In GL Smart, we fill up the oldest boards. So you land on the oldest board and you fill that up. If you want to follow, then you must participate on the classics tier, and you have to follow a wallet before you join a board. Because if you join a board and then try to follow somebody, you're going to go to the oldest board. So I would suggest that you participate in the open chain lineage, where admin who have a very good understanding of how this lineage functions, they can guide you, because the lineage in GL Smart is a chain, like the chain around my neck. It's a chain. It's not a tree like Gift of Legacy, where you follow your invitees in terms of lineage. So it's better to be part of the open lineage and be guided by admin. But on the other boards, you just plug and play and you go for it. This is how I think of it. In GL Smart, I'm not phoning anyone. I'm not talking to them. There's no emotional connection. It's my wallet and someone else's wallet on the blockchain. The gift happens and money comes into my wallet when I'm a legend. So like Elizabeth says, why does it matter where I am? There's no emotional connection. Let's just plug and play. Let's just go for it. Anything else, Elizabeth?
That's it.
No. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time. Share this recording, and we will be back next week, Thursday, for another presentation like this, or maybe a slightly different one. But watch out on the groups for pop-up presentations about GL Smart. Thank you, everybody. Yay. Thank you for your time. Good night. Thank you, co-hosts. Thank you, Bev, Elizabeth, Mila.